For 45 years in keeping Louisville weird, Electric Ladyland has been there for all your eccentricities. While they do offer the best smoking supplies out on the market today, there's a whole lot more to check out. From ashtrays and blacklight posters, to records, incense and burners, and items to stock your metaphysical supply. They're open from 10 to 10, 7 days a week. Located at 2325 Bardstown Road in Louisville, Kentucky, and at electricladyland420.com. Roll out. What's going on, metalheads? Thank you all for tuning in to this episode of Unsleeved. This is my November episode. Sorry it's a few days late. I had to wait to get something at a practice last week for this episode of Unsleeved, and I got a few cool little tidbits this week. Obviously, you can see the little bit of a different angle this week, or this month rather. You can see Greenie in the back here. Not really Greenie. Greenie's the Kirk Hammett Les Paul, but my olive drab SG, love it, had it a very long time, but yeah, that's not it. So anyways, yeah, thank you all for tuning in to the Flamekeeper Network info, like the Metal Forge Unsleeved, the Ale-Horn Unsleeved, Ossont&Battery, Metal on a Budget, the Metal Forge, the Ale-Horn, and the Mudhorn. Wow, we have so much awesome fucking content. Shout out to all of our hosts, Jason, Daniel, Aaron, myself, and anybody else who wants to become a part of it. If you want to throw in a segment here and there, shoot me a message. Fuck. We will make it work because we are all Flamekeepers. We are all keepers of the scene. I love you guys and everybody. Fuck you. Aside from that, let's get into this week's, I keep saying this week's because I'm so used to doing the Metal Forge. This month's haul. From Electric Ladyland, I like to pick up CDs and vinyl from there occasionally as well. So I picked up this awesome, cool Sawyer Brown Greatest Hits because I love 90s country as well. And it's got awesome stuff like Step That Step, The Race Is On, All of These Years, 6 Days on the Road. I love that stuff. It's so cool stuff. But aside from that, yeah, that's just for pure kickback listening at home type stuff, which I totally love. I also picked this really cool Movie Classics, Musicius Films, EMI Laser. This is like so fucking awesome. It was done in 1991 by EMI, and it's interesting because it's like a German release of soundtracks from films, like Zarathustra from 2001, A Space Odyssey, Platoon, Die Hard 2, Witches of Eastwick, Apocalypse Now. So it's this really cool thing. I love little weird stuff like this, finding it where it's just like, like orchestra music, soundtrack music from movies. I love that stuff. Totally cool. I love finding like weird prints of things. Like, for example, one time I found Aladdin in Italian, and it was so wild to hear the song sang in another language from the film, but like the music is still like on point, and even though it's like a different orchestra playing it and everything, it's not just an overdub of vocals. So it's really cool. Then I so happened to pick up, I've had this on vinyl for quite some time. I didn't have a CD copy to a digital transcription or transfer, but I picked up One of These Nights by Eagles. Super rad album. It's one of my favorite ones of theirs. I've always had a strange affinity for this album with how the album starts with One of These Nights, and it starts with the cool bass line, and it's just this groove fucking music, you know, and I love that stuff. It's so cool. So yeah, I had to pick that up on CD, and this actually just like this one, and I believe the Sawyer Brown one does it too. No, the Sawyer Brown's a picture disc. They do this. This is like a really cool thing where it's like it's a reprint. I'm sure it's a re-release. Wow, it's kind of bright on my face, but that's the thing I love about it is the old school style, and you get to see the reflection and the reflection and the reflection of how the old school, like the transfer ink, where it's the lines and everything, and this one's yellow lined, but you had the Electra ones that had the red line around them. You had some of the Atlantic ones that before they switched to the full-on silk screen, where it was the red or the yellow or white and green and orange logo, that they had the green circle around a lot of their discs. I always liked that like first run type of stuff where you had ones that were just like black all around. And I actually want to release some exclusive Overload discs that way, because I just think that's cool. So now, some cool little pièces de résistance, or whatever they're called, the kind of stuff that is the main event of the day. I'm not going to open this because I've already done it on CD, I believe, and I do have it on CD, so this is just a total keepsake for me. It is Ice Howl's Darkness from Beyond cassette, and I've always liked cassettes because they were the first medium that I really had as a kid. And while I did have CDs too, you know, it was like I was like 12 or so before my parents would actually get me and buy me a CD for my birthday, because they thought that, you know, I was mature enough that I could have one at that point and wouldn't scratch it up or anything else. So, and I totally get that. So I had cassettes, and while I do love a good cassette and I want to do some cassette printing, you know, I like just saying, hey man, I remember putting stuff out on cassette when I was like 16 and 17 back in the, you know, the late 90s and shit, doing stuff. So that's rad stuff to me. So the other part of the piece de resistance, the reason why we're here today is I was part of a split with Ice Howl, and, you know, it was with Mourn the Light, High Priest, and Archdruid. And here is the CD version of it. You're going to get some glare back because that's just the way we're sitting here. And it's so rad because, you know, you've got that. You've got the actual disc art. And when you pop out the CD, it says, "Thank you for your support. It means everything to us." And it does. It absolutely means everything to us. But then again, when you open the disc, there is an actual booklet in this, not just a two-piece fold, which would have been the easy thing to do. But it's got the lyrics inside and the pictures of the bands. And on the vinyl version, this is on a sleeve, a two-sided sleeve, and it's got it has thanks and everything like that, and where each of our songs are recorded and such. So kudos to Dwayne and the people for setting that up. That's awesome, because you don't get a lot of CDs with booklets anymore. You get like a 4-panel bifold of a front cover and a back cover and maybe lyrics on the inside, but definitely sometimes you don't even get that on the inside. It's just white, and I've had that happen a lot, but it's cool. So shout out to them for that. I love this. It's 9 songs. It's again Mourn the Light, High Priest, Ice Howl, and Archdruid. Super rad. And the really big piece is bang right there, baby. We recorded, we put it on vinyl. Holy shit. You know, this is the first official release vinyl I've ever been on. So I'm like excited for this. This is like a thing for me, you know. And I've already got this already in a frame. I've got my burner copy, the one I'm going to listen to. This is just for the keepsies here. And you got it's just a straight up 180 gram black vinyl, limited to 200 copies. And there are already, once they're done, they're done. You're not going to have anything else to do or anything. You're not going to get another reprint or anything like that. So, but the back cover shows the band pictures and the band member listings of who's in the band and everything else. So, total cool stuff. I absolutely dig it. And the inside jacket is just that of, just like the artwork. It's just, it's the lyrics on one side and the credits on the other. So this, to me, is super fucking rad. You know, thank you to everybody and all the other bands that have been on this. And definitely thank you to the kinship of the siblings of Ice Howl. You know, with Jason, Kyle, and Jaron. Fucking awesome people. I love you all. I'm looking forward to a lot of the cool shit that's going to be happening in the next however long it's going to be. Because I'm looking for this for as long as the ride takes, man. So thank you all for tuning in. As always, that's all I've got this month. Hey, I did it right this time. Look at that. So you know what I'm going to say. Metal every day. Flamekeeper.vip. Check us out. Each and every week we have new content with the Metal Forge. Got some really awesome episodes coming up for that. Obviously, we've got ossont&battery. He has new episodes twice a month. Aaron does super awesome fucking interviews from a fan perspective because he is not a musician. He is related to Dio, though, from what I've been told, which is totally fucking rad. And then, obviously, the monthly Ale Horn and monthly Mudhorn, and weekly Metal on a Budget with Justin White. And those are cool. I am really looking at a lot of his videos because they're fun. Because I've given him some pedals to, hey man, hey, throw these on your show. I'm not using them. Fucking just do it. So he's been doing those, and it's been fun. And fuck yeah, like, I appreciate every last one of you. And again, Metal Every Day, kick ass, Flamekeeper.vip, Metal Forge Radio, SteelStoneFest.com. Big goddamn metal show coming again next year. News breaks. Shh. Maybe. I don't know. We're still talking about it. Anyways, Metal Every Day, rock the fuck out. Maxwell's House of Music in Jeffersonville, Indiana, is the premier 12,500 square foot music superstore that has served both southern Indiana and Louisville, Kentucky metro area for over 4 decades. Originally founded by Marvin and Beverly Maxwell in the 70s, this gym remains a Maxwell family-owned business. Mark Maxwell, along with his business partner Whitney McNichol, continued the reputation as being the national resource for all things music.
In 2022, the iconic Guitar Emporium of Louisville relocated to Maxwell's Music, creating the largest independently owned showroom in the region. The retail offerings at Maxwell's Music include a huge selection of guitars, basses, amplifiers, effects pedals, modeling amps, keyboards, drums, banjos, mandolins, ukuleles, sound systems, stage lighting equipment, and accessories. The music education program at Maxwell's is second to none. From private instrument and voice lessons to DJ, EDM, recording, songwriting, and music theory to rock school, Weekend Warriors, and Maxwell's Music Lab, there is something for every age and every ability level.
Down in Repairland, guitar and instrument repairs and refurbishment are taken care of by the Maxwell's team of expert guitar technicians and luthiers. They also do appraisals of instruments as well. Maxwell's offers installations for professional audio, visual, and lighting systems for schools, churches, clubs, VFWs, funeral homes, sports fields, and so much more. There's also rentable space at Maxwell's, from the music practice and rehearsal rooms for the individuals and bands, all the way to a meeting space and concert venue that seats up to 120. That also includes a professional audio, visual, and lighting system and a sound booth. Maxwell's has it all. All this plus original functioning 1947 recording booth to make your own record. Go to the Guitar Hero throne, to the very own Elvis statue, and don't forget the Harmony Green Pocket Park. There's a reason the Maxwell's House of Music in Jeffersonville, Indiana has been recognized by the National Association of Music Merchants as a #1 award-winning best store design, as well as top 100 music store year after year. You gotta see it to believe it. Maxwell's House of Music in Jeffersonville, Indiana.